My JBWF family across the length and breadth of Jamaica, and those in the diaspora, Happy Heroes Day 2024. Last year, I joined you from Stony Gut in St. Thomas on the literal cornerstone of the church of our national hero, Paul Bogle, former Baptist deacon, who today, along with other Baptist activists, former freedom fighters, namely George William Gordon and Samuel Sharp, and the other national heroes and heroines paved the way for the freedom we enjoy today. This year, I join you from the beautiful island of St. Vincent, with the lovely young island and others in the background, as I had the honor of representing you at this year's Caribbean Baptist Fellowship's executive meeting and annual gathering. Interestingly, I had the privilege of sharing in the island's National Independence Church service yesterday afternoon, and it was interesting to see the commonalities we have as a region. Like us, Vincentians were enslaved and have many who fought for their freedom. Like us, they too, along with other CBF member countries, celebrate the hero of heroes, Jehovah God, who in his faithfulness brought us through periods of injustice, cruelty, unimaginable states of dehumanization, yet keeping the irrepressible nature of love and forgiveness in our hearts. That while we keep our history alive in our hearts, the horrors of chattel slavery do not enslave us to the past, but his love frees us to love our neighbors, regardless of their origin, creed, or beliefs. It is this freedom in Christ that compels us to love and serve God's people by seeking out those who need to experience God's love, grace, and freedom through salvation that can only come from him. May our service be above self, and in the end, all the glory be to Jehovah God. As a family, we celebrate with those whose service is being recognized nationally today. And it is our prayer that their areas of influence will bring others into God's kingdom. We congratulate the first female president of the Court of Appeal, the Honorable Mrs. Justice Marva McDonald, Bishop, and she's from Filippo Baptist Church in St. Catherine. We congratulate the husband of our own past president, Sister Elvia. We congratulate Reverend Dr. Orlando Wright, JP, for the badge of honor for meritorious service, for service to religion and community development, pastor of the Mount Nebo Circuit of Baptist Churches in St. Catherine. We also celebrate another Baptist hero in the flesh from Filippo in St. Catherine, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health and Wellness, Mr. Errol Green. And we celebrate another lady among us, Mrs. Dion Jennings, Permanent Secretary acting in the Ministry of Labor. And she is the wife of our own Reverend Stephen Jennings at Mona Baptist Church. And we celebrate Mrs. Carol Dawn Walters, who is receiving the Badge of Honor for Meritorious Service for contribution to the field of education, specifically hospitality and tourism, and she's at Calvary Baptist in St. James. And the penultimate celebrant, Mrs. Dorothy Thaxter, who gets the Badge of Honor for long and faithful service for 38 years of service to the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, and she is a member at Buff Bay Baptist in Portland. And the young one among them, our own Miss Janelle Powell, I apologize, president of the Caribbean Baptist Youth Department, and she hails from Sharon in St. Elizabeth. For each of you, my sisters, it is my prayer that we all continue to serve despite our realities, as the little that we do, when done with our all, being God's channels of love and grace, is heroism that will be rewarded with, well done, good and faithful servant, when our work on earth is ended and the hero of heroes welcomes us home. Shalom.